Machiavelli production.
Little Chad, Slender Dad, they the tightest of kin. Friday night streaming, where the realness begin. Dive deep in pop culture, from flicks to the game. You too, we ride, never following the same. Brahma Bull, bourbon in hand, laughter on deck. He the king of the chuckle, every step with respect. Mad Chismo, cool like the breeze, edge on display. YouTube legend rising with a style that'll slay. Ascending art, let's commence. Laughter and knowledge, ignorance will dispense. Pop some popcorn, settle down, show's about to start. Find a stream, you'll see on your screen, play your part. Brahma Bull swirling wisdom, cup in his grip. Little Chad with insights, he never slip. Mad Chismo spitting facts like a flame in the dark. Slender Dad's blade dance, it's an art with a spark. His sword never tires, it's a sight to behold. Mix of skill and humor, stories never told. Brahma Bull bourbon like a sage sitting high. Mad Chismo wisdom spreading, reaching for the sky. Both in demand fans blowing like the breeze, vibing together like a band with ease. Little Chad, the king of all movie talk. Slender Dad's blade, chat's where we walk. Action, laughter, sticking like glue. Pop culture popping with a vibe that's true. Painting pictures vivid. Every episode we share, streaming culture symphony. None can compare. Ascending art, let's commence. Laughter and knowledge, ignorance will dispense. Pop some popcorn, settle down, show's about to start. Find a stream, you'll see on your screen, play your part. Oh, and there's a guy called Imp.
Hey, everybody, Chad's not here, so I get to do whatever I want for the whole show. Yay, me!
So that's different than normal. How?
You make a point.
Are we touching ourselves or each other?
Both at the same time.
Nice. We're gonna
yes.
devil triangle imp.
All right, so yeah, as you guys, I think most of you probably already know, Chad's on vacation, so he's not here this week. I was somewhat impressed because I set this all up earlier today, and well, Josh Hammond was first at like 4 in the afternoon, and then FKHC was 69th. I don't know what happened to the other people, but 5:30, 6 p.m. we have Bojan and Bride, but I think Bride already fell asleep.
What was this for?
These are just all the people who have already jumped into the chat and said hello.
Oh, yeah, and like my message there says, for those wondering what we do on Tuesday nights, the link to my new channel, Matt's new channel, is in there. We will be keeping track of those who subscribe and the demons who don't, because that's what you will be.
Hey, stop taking my people's fucking shit, dude.
Oh my god! Oh wow! Sorry, I'm appropriating your culture of demon.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Demonness.
I didn't realize that damnation was cultural appropriation.
I'm pretty sure they have an open door policy. Like anyone can get in if they want to. This is gonna be a weird transition, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So yeah, it's the girlfriend's birthday. Just wanted to make sure I say happy birthday to her on stream.
Well,
I don't know if she's watching. I doubt it.
Well,
I think she said something about the voice. Yeah, I think I made like 100 songs for her birthday.
Chad regrets nothing. You made like 100 songs for her birthday. Were they?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote one. I wrote one. It then generated. I learned a lot. I learned that if you use "oi" as one of the prompts, "oi," it gives them an Australian accent. That was fun.
Is it like your Australian accent or like a real Australian accent?
A couple of them went in and out a little bit. Couple of them, but yeah.
Yeah, I sent a buddy of mine the link for the show we did this past week, Mad.
Mm.
First, he told me he laughed his ass off.
Good.
And then he had the same response that I did. The fact that we as a species has done so many dumb things over the centuries, it's a miracle we're still here.
Yeah. I mean, it is I think it's the best proof that either God exists or we're in a simulation, because it has to be divine intervention that we have survived at all.
Well, as I have said before, the reason that God has such great understanding of this world as compared to us is because he has access to the logs.
True. He did the algorithm and shit.
Yep. So he goes in there and he goes, "Oh yeah, that NPC is all fucked up. We're gonna have to change some things."
You know how there's all these theories like we're repeating different things, like the same thing. You know, history repeats itself. You think that has to do with like God is kind of like George Lucas in the way that he would always want to go back and just fix a couple things, and he like he would take out, I don't know, he'll take instead of Han shooting first, which would be the equivalent of, damn it, all I can think is Biden is a shit president. I'm trying to make this work. To where like we get the Biden instead of Trump for 2020.
I think you can bring this home.
I think I got it. Yeah. Basically, I'm saying God likes Diet Coke is where I'm going with this.
Of course.
There's something there. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna workshop that later. I can note that.
More people coming in. Hello.
Hey, Sarah, hey, Davinia. Oh, real quick, I gotta get a lot out of the way because I can't stay the whole time. I tried to bring this up on Lit's show this morning, but whoever the other guy was that was there, I haven't seen him very often. He got very offended by it. It was a simple question. So you know Morph, right, from the X-Men?
Yeah.
And how he was like kind of in love with Wolverine, but wouldn't say it. If Morph morphed into a chick and they had sex, would that make Wolverine gay? I mean, either one can jump in.
No?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no.
He knows this Morph, though. He knows this Morph.
Oh, if he knows?
Oh, well, if he knows, that might change things.
Yeah.
Well, but physically, though, he's having sex with a woman, and it's the only way that he can do it, because he finds he's repulsed by other people's dicks. Well, I guess other men's well, other people's dicks is 2024-5.
You were right the first time around.
Oh, man.
Because, like, you know, how people are like freaked out by other people's feet, but they're okay with their own feet. It's the same thing, but with dicks.
I suppose. I don't know. That's a tough question. So he knows it's Morph, though.
Yeah, right. He has an emotional connection with Morph, but not a physical attraction. No, it wasn't Stu. I forgot the other guy's name. Stu would have loved that question. I wish he was there. Stu loves.
I mean, when Morph changes, do his chromosomes change?
Oh, they would have to, right? Because he is morphing at such at the fundamental level to present as.
Well, I mean, a lot of people morph at a
into.
fundamental level to present. Doesn't mean their chromosomes change.
Right. But his vagina would be functional, unlike the Neo vaginas. Because that's just a hole.
Thank God we're already 9 minutes in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything beyond that. More research would be required.
Oh, what about Mystique, though? Yeah, if Mystique... Okay, how about this? Mystique morphs into Morph and has sex with Logan. Is that gay? Because...
Yes.
Wait, but it's also gay if Morph turns into a chick.
I mean, I guess the easiest way to get there is to determine how many male phalluses are involved in the act.
Well, so one, when he has sex with Morph, who morphs into a chick. Two, when he has sex with Mystique, who morphs into, we're going to go with Scott. He morphs into Cyclops, so they get it on.
Oh, that's just...
So there'd be two
I
in
would
that
say
one.
I would say the two phalluses probably gayer than the sex with the morph who turned into a girl.
All right, cool. Well, hopefully one day we will have that technology and I can truly be with a bro.
It'd still be gay if it's a bro though.
No, but the bro would morph into, like, we have that technology at this point.
Well, it wouldn't be as gay that way, I guess.
It would. I think that's the best answer. It wouldn't be as gay.
It's on the spectrum.
Well, my topics are covered for the night. What do you got, Slender?
Well, you said you can't stay the whole time, so I think
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
wanna do the
shift
video?
some things around. I wanna get your take on this. Let me do the
Cooks hide your pants? What? Is that a reference to Obama's cook?
Also share audio.
Oh, people ask the same question about Odo and Jadzia Dax in Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
All right, so Mad, you said you'd heard about this, but you hadn't
Yeah.
seen it yet.
All I heard was I just read the headline of Michael Jordan's kid being arrested.
Yes. Well, this is the actual body cam footage. I think they cut it down. The original video is like over an hour, but
Yeah,
this is some clips from
nice.
whatever the name of this
Is that Michael Jordan's son there in the passenger seat?
Yes, that's him. All right. Do you have the audio?
Yes.
No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get the better. How much did you have? A little bit.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Okay.
There is a big gap of important information that I would need.
No, they're this is just like segments. They're gonna get into the full video here. in a
He's
minute.
already out of the car though, and in the woods. Looks like it's pretty far away from where the vehicle was.
All right, let's jump ahead here a little.
Oh, that was like a preview, like a
Yeah, that
teaser
was
before
like
the
a preview.
trailer.
Now, here we go. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. You know the drill.
Note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
I can't believe
Now,
he
this
messed
is
that
from
up.
the
Past
beginning.
1 o'clock in the morning on February 4th, 2025, officers with the Maitland Police Department come upon an unusual
By the
and
way,
dangerous
way
sight.
overdone with his
Car
fucking
veered off
logos.
the highway and gotten stuck on the railroad
Yeah.
tracks. The situation poses a
But like I
significant
said, the
threat
other
to
one was
those in
over
the
an hour
car,
long.
as well as
So
the
this
officers.
one's
Yeah, I get it.
cut down quite nicely.
You guys good?
How the fuck did he end up there? It's not even like it's a.
I see that. You want to help us? We're going to try. What happened? How'd you get on the tracks, man?
These
Help
are
us try and
railroad
reverse
tracks.
this thing out. Well, hang on. You are stuck. You know the trains come by right now, right? No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get the better.
Why is
Hey,
he
she
there?
rolling the window up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that shit too.
What
How
the
did-
fuck?
Because this isn't like a railroad crossing.
No.
It looks like he's pretty far away from the next road. Because that cop had to walk quite a bit. I don't know why he didn't. Well, fuck it. I wouldn't have driven over there either.
No, you'd have walked. You'd have been like,
Well,
no,
I don't know
I'll get
about
in
that
trouble if something bad happens to this vehicle.
I need you guys out of the car because there is a train coming right now.
What the f-
So then let me pull up.
Bitch, don't act surprised.
You can't. You're buried.
No, you just move it to the right.
You're buried, bro. You can't go nowhere. You're buried. But there's
By
a
the way,
train
At
real
least to
quick,
the
less
right.
than 5
Try
minutes
to the
away.
right.
real
All right,
quick.
real quick.
You see the problem, right? You see who's causing all the issues already. First, he tries to roll up the window. Then she goes,
Yeah.
we can move. And he's like, no, you can't move. You're stuck. Well, try going to the right a little bit. Bitch.
Oh, it gets worse.
So then, you want to get hit by a train? Do you think I want to get hit by a train? No. That's
Also-
what I'm saying. Get out.
Why the
This dude
see,
does sound just like you too, Mad. Like I picture you having this exact
Oh.
conversation.
for
You
sure.
want to get hit by a train?
The first thing I would have said was like, why when you said there's trains coming this way, and she's like, oh my god, like, why are you acting surprised? What do you think they use railroad tracks for? Oh.
Yep.
the car so we don't get hit, so we can get off this thing.
Baby, try to the right.
See?
All right, get out of the car.
Yeah, get out.
What I'm saying? This car ain't going nowhere,
Baby,
man.
this is bad.
Oh boy.
I mean, that's what I said. It ain't going nowhere. We can't help you.
What did you see something?
Oh
up
yeah,
there,
yeah.
man?
His well, I don't know if he has some type of problem with his inner ear, like his equilibrium seems a little off. I know there's gravel and it was at an angle. It just wasn't.
Yeah,
graceful.
but his hands were like the way he was using his arms for balance. there was a bit of a delay on a lot of things there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure the officers already detected the odor of an alcoholic beverage emitting from the vehicle and/or person.
Funny, you should mention that.
We got the Sunray. We're notifying them to see if they'll stop, but they got one coming right from Sanford, and it's. I mean, I feel like we got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 of us guys.
You feel like there's 4, or are there 4?
My concern is us. I mean, the concern is this $300,000 vehicle.
No.
Oh.
That's your concern.
What would you say if some dude stuck on the railroad tracks and you're like, this guy's clearly drunk. We're gonna have okay. He told you, I feel like we got 4 guys here. We can push this motherfucker out.
Oh, easily. I'd be like, oh, absolutely. I would absolutely do that, sir. Unfortunately, we're not able to because then we would be liable for any damage that would happen to your car. Because, like, what if we push it and it messes up? It's a $300,000 car. He said, I'm not taking responsibility for that shit. Which, by the way, that's complete bullshit. Whenever
really,
people,
what you're thinking is, I'm pushing your fucking car, asshole.
that's exactly what I'm thinking. But I'm gonna make it sound good because I gotta have this fucking body camera on. But whenever there would be somebody lock their keys in the car, right? We'd get the Signal 3 kit. And I got pretty good at it, man, of unlocking doors because it would have all the tools. And you just had to figure out which tool would be the appropriate one for that model of car, right? And then you just go in and unlock it. But you would have them sign a waiver, though, like, hey, you're asking me to do this, but if I fuck it up, I'm not gonna be held myself.
This is on you, not me.
Yeah, not our apartment, our department or anything. Like, you're asking me to do this, and you're cool with what happened. You know what happens, but
right. And then when you say you're concerned for the safety of everyone involved, he's like, I mean, the concern is the $300,000 vehicle. Fuck
so
your
you're
life.
Cool, yeah. Oh, you're a cool dude. I get that already. It's instant.
I would like to just.
By the way, if he was concerned with that $300,000 car, why the fuck has he been driving down the railroad track?
No shit, right?
Tow truck. We don't need a tow truck. We just need. Can I get some manpower to push?
Okay, first of all, no, because I'm not getting you back behind the wheel. The reason why, so
do me a favor. Keep your hands out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Keep your hands in your pocket. There's nothing in my pocket.
Doesn't matter. I say keep them out.
I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. Okay. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just.
There it is. There it is.
You know what I would have said? I'm Mad Mardigan's son. Oh, you've never heard of him? Well, it's about as relevant as your dad.
I don't see Michael Jordan here.
Right? I mean, but also there's more than one there's other people named Michael Jordan. Saying.
Just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn.
How far back?
Okay, and clearly, we would just like to get our car off of the train track, which we were not trying to be on.
Wait, did she just say I can confirm it's on the road? It's true.
Yes.
We wanted to get the car off the tracks. That's not a lie.
Exactly what she said.
Sir, if you need a second source, I will be that source. We don't want to be in this situation.
We got a witness at the scene who said he just wanted to get his car off the train tracks.
You see, Honor, that's witness testimony. Innocent.
We really need a tow truck.
We don't. You do.
I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of us. we can't push this thing in reverse.
By the way, this is
to
a
get it off
lot
the
of
track.
fucking cops. Is this like
No.
a Tuesday night?
The quicker
No,
we can move
we-
this, the better, right?
I'm telling you, we cannot push this car off the track. There's no possible physical way in this universe.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
But,
Well,
okay.
you have more than right to disagree with me, okay?
I mean, I'm just saying, if there's 6 of us and we throw this thing in reverse,
Well, I've already got concerns for your level of impairment anyways, okay? So that's why. Because I can smell alcohol coming from you and you're on train tracks. Okay.
so come on, man.
And you're on the train tracks.
Yep. Yeah. I would have started with that. Well, if you look over to your right, this was my first indication that there may be some impairment.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but what you are on right now
Right.
is not a road.
Sir, we just gathered as a group over here, and we were like, has anyone ever seen this? And we have 50 years of combined experience as police officers. That's a big signal that something may not be something may not be right here. My cop sense is tingling.
Just listen to me. That's why I don't want you back behind the wheel anyways, okay?
I'm fine behind the wheel. I
Okay.
just would like to get my car out of
We'll
this.
deal with that after this, okay? But that's why I had to get you out of the car.
Man,
okay?
he looks
Because
older
I
than
hear
Michael
slurred
Jordan
tires,
now.
I hear slurred speech from
Shit,
you.
right?
You're driving on train tracks. and
I'm
you're
not
stuck.
slurring anything, and I'm
letting you know. I have concerns.
I appreciate your concern.
Yeah, I don't want.
But I am not inebriated. I'm not familiar with this area. I made a
Clearly.
right.
Delta,
I thought I was making a right
Um,
onto the highway.
Shut the fuck
I made
up,
a
dude.
right on train track.
Where did you turn that, man?
Right? Hold on, I want to hear
Right.
his answer to this because he's like, I thought I was turning on the highway, and then it went bum 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 bum. I'm like,
I was like, oh damn.
this is a
I'm on the what do they call those on the side of the highway that go.
oh yeah,
again.
I know what you're talking about. I can't
I'm on the
remember what
rumble
they're called.
strip again. Oops.
Like, man, I don't know who the city planner is, but this was a horrible design for a highway.
I wish I could tell you, but
you're way down the train track. That's what I'm saying. It's not
Yes,
like
we're not way down the train tracks. We made a right and another right. Man, bro.
we're not way down
can't
the
get far off, we're not
railroad tracks. Cool. Point to the road.
I'm letting you know that. All right.
I mean, I could definitely get this car off if you gentlemen would like to help me.
I told you we're not pushing a car off of train tracks like this, and I'm not getting you back behind the wheel until I know that you're safe enough to operate it.
Okay, so what do I have to do to show you that I'm safe enough to operate it?
Glad you asked.
Well,
It's called
I'm gonna have
the
to
standardized.
go straight into I'm going to read you your Miranda rights.
Did he
first.
say
You're
glad
under
you
arrest.
asked too?
I just have
I
to-
know that.
Yes,
I know
he
I'm not.
did. He said exactly that. Where is it? Here we go.
Okay, so what do I have to do to show you that I'm safe enough to operate it?
Well, I'm going to ask you to do field sobriety action.
Oh no, he said, "Well, I'm going
Oh,
to ask you to."
Damn it. I guess he may not be as
Similar cadence though. He's got that cop cadence.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I could do this in my sleep. I have done so many. You have no idea. I was actually considered, or what would it be? When I was an expert witness when it came to my whenever I would have to testify on the field sobriety test because I did it so much. I could do this shit in my sleep.
Yeah.
I was so good that when I would do the HGN, the horizontal gaze nystagmus, which is where they have the pen and they're moving to left to right, what you're looking for is when your eye, if you picture a marble going across a smooth glass table, right? That's how your eye normally is. When either alcohol or drugs are introduced to your system, it'll cause your eye to look like a marble going across sandpaper. There's like a jerking to it. It's involuntary, right?
Yeah,
I
it
would
can't
get-
target lock. It just keeps reacquiring over and over.
Right. But you don't know. It doesn't affect your vision, right? But and some people do have a natural nystagmus. Dude, that was in the our sister platoon, Shaky. He had it. His eyes would always shake. I don't know if it's related to his nickname, but I was so good that when I would do the test, depending on the severity of that. The bounce of the movement of the eye, I could get pretty fucking close to what they're gonna blow. Like what they're
Really?
Yeah.
You'd be like, this guy's about to blow
Yeah, yeah. I'd be like, oh man, that's 0.16 right there.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
Well, yeah, because we're making bets on that shit.
Rights first. You're not under
Of course.
I know that. I know I'm not.
So the reason why I have to
I shouldn't be. If I know anything, I'm pretty sure that nobody's going to get hit.
What?
Tonight.
Okay.
I wasn't concerned about somebody getting hit until this moment when you.
Are you threatening domestic violence against this woman?
That's such a weird thing to say. Okay, you know what that tells me? You're thinking about hitting me. Because there is no other reason why you would say, listen, I know one thing for sure. No one's going to get hit tonight. No, I wasn't even concerned about it.
Sir, are you threatening me right now?
Oh, boy. He's off to a great start.
Oh, yeah. And now she's covering her face. What the hell?
Well, it may just be the light in her eye.
That's probably it.
My main objective is to just like get my car back on the road. And so that's all I would like to do. But I understand you guys have a job to do. Like I'm not trying to interfere with that.
I think she's trying to cover her face.
I respect all of that. 3-4 of us can easily move this mother
this way. Then there's a big opening where.
Yes, let's. I'm open to any ideas you guys have.
Okay, so this is. So I guess he.
At last, the cops convinced them to move away from the railroad tracks.
Yeah, he's looking for a better place to do the SFST.
Behind, he'll be even less pleased with what the officer says next.
Well, he's going to have to walk, right? They don't want him to use the excuse, oh, well, there's all this gravel out here. And
yeah, exactly.
Nowhere.
Yeah, well, you would just like, all right, you would have him place, your right foot in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe. Now, and picture an imaginary straight line in front of you. That's how you get the walk a line. Fucking bullshit. Just walk and turn.
I mean, I haven't had a drop to drink tonight or any smoke either, and I just did the whole, right foot in front of the left foot, heel to toe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shaking a little bit.
Yeah, but you can tell if someone's shaking because they're just, a big stupid klutz like Imperatus.
Yeah.
Or if they're drunk.
So the first thing you're going to do, like, are there any ailments or injuries that would prevent you from taking a series of steps? And then that's when you get the answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh yeah, my left knee is this. All right, you make a note of it.
Or you just go, yeah, I'm just clumsy. I'm clumsy as fuck. I couldn't do this sober. Not that
that's
I'm
the
drunk
last
right
thing.
now.
I was about to bring that up. The last thing you want to say is I couldn't even do this if I was sober. Oh, it's interesting to hear. Normally, when they're not on railroad tracks, what you would do if you had a suspected DWI, you would ask them to do pre-X's before they ever get out the vehicle, so you get a better gauge on it, right? Usually 3 pre-X's, right? I would use I would ask for their date of birth by month and year only. That's just kind of a cheat for me because everybody's so used to like, oh yeah, August 20th, 1984, but you're just month and year. And then the next one would be the, say your alphabet. I would always just say it from A to Z, because if they're impaired, that's gonna be difficult on its own. You don't have to do no bullshit. Like some guys would be like, go from G to P, right, to kind of throw them off, right? But you got to keep in mind, whatever the officer is asking you to do, they have to be capable of doing it themselves, because they can be called out. If you're on the stand and the defense attorney's like, so you asked my client to recite all the states in alphabetical order. Can you do that for me now? Like, fuck. So because A to Z is easy. And then the last test was a finger dexterity test, and it's simple. You hold up either hand, doesn't matter which one, whichever one you feel more comfortable with, right? When I tell you to begin, you're to touch the tip of your finger to the tip of your thumb. You're going to count out loud, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to do that 3 times. And then that's when I would determine whether or not I'm going to take you out of the vehicle.
Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm doing that right now. Yeah, I can do that. All right. I think now we're about to see the field sobriety test.
Yep.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to be doing an investigation on them right now. Okay, I smell alcohol, slurred speech.
In my opinion, I'm not slurring any speech, sir.
Okay.
In my opinion.
So I already have a couple of not criticisms, but things you could don't say alcohol. Say our alcoholic beverage.
Any
Just for
particular reason
clarity.
why?
Right. Well, because it's all about making
I'm genuinely curious. I'm not sitting here.
yeah, no, for sure. It's about making it as transparent and as obvious as possible, right?
Mhm.
No, you don't want to give any wiggle room, which is the whole point behind it being a standardized field sobriety test. You want to do it as close to the same way you do it every single time. The
Mhm.
same verbiage, the same even of itself, right? It goes, you have the first one is the HGN, then walk and turn, and then one leg stand. All that's important because the best defense, especially if there's if you're in a no consent thing, right? Where you mandatory breath test, you're gonna want to do all this because the best defense your lawyer's gonna have to put up is incompetence, and this is where that's gonna start. If he can show that he conducted the test inappropriately,
I was thinking what Davina was thinking. Like,
right,
if you
exactly,
say
yeah.
alcohol, they can be like, well, yeah, bitch just had her nails done. Of course you
Right.
smell alcohol.
Same thing, like, oh, have you been drinking? Well, yeah, bro, I got like a gallon of water here. People are stupid, but yeah, you want to, because the lawyer, if
you actually experienced that one.
No, not that one. No, I never asked that and had that. No, but if you, because see, it's called poisonous fruit, right? If the lawyer can show that the tests weren't conducted properly, anything that comes after that is poisonous fruit because the probable cause. So that takes out the breath test. Because if he did it, if he didn't conduct it properly, then there was no reason for him to be brought in to have the breath test, right?
And then everything gets dropped.
Right. So that's why you have to do it in the same way.
You have
and
to
you
go to the chief's office and he yells at you and you yell at him and he tells you to turn in your gun and your badge. You're like, this isn't over.
Now I'm a rogue DWI investigator.
Matt's not even a cop anymore, just rolls up on people. I smell alcoholic beverages.
Sir, I see that you were parked on a train track tonight.
So my question is too: is Michael Jordan's son ever been known for being a troublemaker, or is this being made a big deal just simply because it is his son?
No.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll say this: if I had to guess, if a super famous, rich, successful person's child often finds themselves in trouble, I would lean towards yes every time.
Yeah,
seems to be a pattern.
I've honestly never heard of him actually getting in trouble for anything.
He hasn't gotten in trouble for a whole lot. He has gotten in trouble before, and there are a lot of business ventures he has engaged in that attempt to capitalize on his father's success.
Gotcha.
What? Crazy.
Yeah.
Can't blame him though. I would be in elementary school like, all right, I got those Michael Jordan signed autograph cards. Who wants them? I'm going to take all the Lunchables you got.
And I think he does have a rap sheet. As a matter of
fact, I assumed he did.
I will keep playing this, and I'll see
Whatever you have to do.
That's what I said. If you're willing to talk to me about it,
I'm talking to you.
Sobriety exercises and all that. No problem.
I mean, if that's what we have to do, then we have to do that. I mean, I apologize. The last thing I wanted to
he's
do
definitely
was put
drunk.
my car on the tracks. Obviously, it's a $330,000 car. And now I was just trying to get home.
By the way,
And I got a little
Oh, okay. Two things. One, if you ever find yourself in this situation, right? It happens to people. Don't talk this fucking much.
Okay, Imp, to your question. Has been cited with driving under the influence, charged with a DUI crash with property damage, possession of cocaine, and resisting an officer without violence.
So that explains a lot, huh? One, it explains, because he already knows this, man. He looked that shit up when he ran his plate, and ran his license, right? He already knows this. Two, now I know why he said, what I do know, nobody's going to be hit tonight. Because when I resist, I do it non-violently. I
go boneless. You got to drag me out like a dead fish.
Something, and this has always been true. They consider me the MLK of resisting arrest. It is nonviolent. Also, if you're in this situation, don't try to use big words to try to sound less drunk, because you're just going to sound absolutely more drunk.
Got a little discombobulated.
No, I can tell just from the pauses he's taking. Like in
Yeah.
mid-word, he's pausing
Right.
mid-word. It's like you had a few drinks.
Well,
Well,
and
dude, the amount of RAM you have in your brain is significantly decreased
Oh yeah.
when you've drank a lot of alcohol. So what happens is your RAM has to refresh before you finish the sentence.
right.
Mhm.
Like before the pre-exits or whatever, when I'm asking for a license and insurance, I'll ask you something else, like where are you heading? After I ask you that, to see if you can do both those tasks. If you can answer my question while you're looking for your license or whatever else I'm asking for. Because a lot of times, if they are drunk, they're going to stop whatever they're doing and focus on the last task they were given. And then what I would do is I would ask them, right, and they would stop and they would answer, and I would just sit there staring at them and see how long until they ask what's happening. I'm like, I'm still waiting on that license and insurance I asked for.
Guess you forgot
fun.
about that when your RAM refreshed.
Yeah, it's fun.
Related, apparently, because I thought that this was going to cut me on the street.
Railroads are known to do that.
On the railroad track instead, huh?
Right.
I thought this was going to cut me on the street.
Like eventually, I would run into a train station or a highway, right?
Oh my god. This is as far as I've watched. I only watched the first couple of minutes.
Oh, nice.
A few weeks ago when it first happened. And I hit up Chad and I was like, Chad, we got to get mad to watch this. But I think you were out of your medicine at the time. So we've been holding on to it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Wait, hold on. That doesn't help me.
No, it really doesn't, does it?
Follow with your eyes.
I am.
Don't use your peripherals. I want you to
No,
stare
I
at my
see it.
finger
I
like
see it.
that.
I'm following it.
All right.
Yeah.
Couple issues.
Then why are you looking at me? No, I want you to
Because
stay
I
looking
see
at my
where your
finger.
Oh, he's bad at this, dude. One, don't use your finger. I actually had a pen that had a small light on the top of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd have them keep their feet together without moving your head. Follow the light, right? And there's 6 clues on this. Each test has a certain amount of clues. There's 6 on this, 9 on the walk and turn, and 4 on the one leg stand. So what he's gonna look for? He's gonna look for he's gonna look for like the smooth movement, the nystagmus onset prior to 45-degree and at maximum deviation. So he's gonna hold the pin all the way out as far as he can, and wait a few seconds to see if he sees it. Go across to the other side, see if it is there as well, and then he'll do it to about where your collar would end to see its onset, so that 45. And then the last thing you would do is go up with the light, because if you see nystagmus, then it could be an indication that there's other substances that may be causing it, like drugs or what have you, right?
Really? Vertical and it's drugs?
Yeah. I wasn't DRE. I should have been, but by that time, management hated me, so they're not going to give me extra shit. Drug recognition experts, they will be the ones that, if he goes back and blows zeros, okay, so something else is causing the impairment, right? So you're bringing a DRE guy, has his own test to help identify what substance it is that is causing it.
Okay.
Sometimes, and this has actually happened to me before, when people are diabetic and they have low blood sugar, you're going to have absolutely all the same indications that you would with alcohol. Even the odor is the same.
What, you have a question? Bride just arrived. What's your question? Yeah, but what's your question?
Why is he whispering?
Oh, she's not feeling very well, and I think she might have just woke up. But she wanted to know. I guess the police always think she's drunk because she's got an eye that drifts a little.
Oh no, I wouldn't think that.
Okay.
But is that's just one aspect of a larger picture, right? I'm looking for are your clothes disheveled, your eyes red and watery, blurred speech, all these other indicators before, you know.
Right. All right. Then
Oh boy, yeah, I think Windows is fucking with your sound again because you just jumped up there.
Well, that's because it was down to 20 something, and I put it back at 75. I'm trying to be proactive. It's down to 65, 59. Fucking Windows 11, I tell you. Anyway, let's keep watching the video.
Yeah.
Finger when your finger stops.
So keep your eyes on it.
All right.
So we're gonna grab some tape,
Man.
and have you walk on the line.
Hey, god dang, bro. First of all, I hate that we don't get to see the entire test.
I feel great.
Did you hear that? You feel comfortable in them shoes? I'm comfortable as fuck.
I don't know if you know this, but that's my dad right there. See that little Jordan emblem? Yeah.
He made that swoosh what it is today.
I don't know if you happen to be a Bulls fan, but I can get you half off on nachos at any stadium, any arena. Sorry.
When I tell you to begin, you're gonna take 9 heel-to-toe steps down the line. 2, 3. Do the turn.
So then one. Here's the turn. Here's the turn.
Okay, you already fucked up the turn.
When I tell you,
What the hell was that?
Okay, so what the turn is, right? It's once you reach your 9th step, similar. So this is how I would do the demonstration, right? So heel to toe, right? You're gonna take 9 heel to toe steps down this line, as so, right? 1, 2, 3. Simulating this is my 9th step. You'll keep your lead foot planted, and while using small choppy steps, you're gonna make the turn. I would demonstrate the turn. So you keep your lead foot planted, and you just kind of do a shuffle until you're back to the line.
Can I make them do a drill about face?
Oh, man, the guys that would do that, like that's not even. Yeah, but it's better though, right? No, because you failed. Was it more fancy? Sure, I'll give you that. But in your fanciness, you just failed. You just gave another clue to the test.
But it's the easiest way to pull a 180.
Well, now if you have Heelys on.
Oh,
actually, I don't know if that would. I only knew one guy in my life that ever had Heelys on purpose. That makes it like he was in high school.
My kids, my boys, when they were teenagers, they had Heelys, and oh my god, they annoyed the shit out of me. Like, cause when someone normally walks into a kitchen, and we had a tile floor kitchen at the time. Someone normally walks in the kitchen, it's like doot, 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 doot. When they walk in the kitchen, it sounds like a fucking train. It's
Hey, Marcus in the house? Is he back?
You finally get that car up?
It was hard to get a good look at him doing this test, but I'm pretty sure I saw him step off line at least once, and then, like I said, he fucked up the turn. But
yeah, it's kind of tough to tell.
1 foot 6 inches off the ground like this.
Sure.
All right, now this is the one leg stand.
Count out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I hate how he's doing this.
Down by your side.
7, 8, 9.
Oh, that's him.
10, 21.
Yep. So all that right there is clues. Couple things. One, you're gonna want to have an officer stand behind them. Why? Because if they fall over and crack their fucking skull open,
skull on the pavement. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be on you. Yeah. On this test, it's pretty simple. Feet together. You can hold up either leg. Doesn't matter whichever one you feel more comfortable with. Right. You're gonna keep your foot about approximately 6 inches off the ground. Look at your pointed toes and count aloud 1001, 1002 until I tell you to stop. Do not raise your arms. Do not stop the test until the test is complete.
Yeah.
So the clues would be he raised his arms, he stopped the test, he put his foot down, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Wait, what's this? Sir, I don't need the attitude while counting. We both want to spend our Friday out here. Yeah, we both don't want to spend our Friday out here.
Wait, who's asking about the scale?
I think the cop is asking him right now.
Why?
0 from 0 to 10, 0 being completely sober, 10 being falling down drunk. Where would you put yourself at?
Where would I put myself at? 3. 3? Yes.
3
Oh, I get why he asked. Okay, so
to get him to admit that he's been drinking.
right. So even he is admitting that there is some level of alcohol involved.
Well, he just gave them probable cause. So whether
Well,
he
no.
passed the test or not.
No, that's not. No, there's
No,
no
that's
law.
not how that
About,
works?
there's no law against drinking, and most of this because I'm basing it on Texas law. But there's no law against drinking and driving. The law is against is driving while impaired due to the effects of intoxicating alcoholic beverage and/or drug while on a public highway, road. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
It's the impairment that is illegal, not the
Okay.
drinking. The breath test isn't the got it. Now we know. The breath test is just confirming what was already proven out in the field. And so the impairment is going to be shown through the driving, right? Was he swerving, this and that, the pre exits and initial contact, and then the SFSTs. That's your proof of impairment. The breath test is just confirming what you're proving.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
Why did he ask him then?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't feel like it's necessary. It's not bad as far as technique goes, because a lot, cops. There's so many different ways to do that job, but I'm not sure. But the per se law, even if you blow under a .08, you still will be charged with DWI, because if you let's say you take a couple Z bars and only have like 2 beers, right? You're not going to blow over a .08, but those Z bars are going to enhance the effects of the alcohol. Xanax.
Or
Sorry.
Z-bar. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck
Sorry,
is a
Xanax.
Z-bar?
Yeah, Xanax.
Using street slang, man. I'm a good boy. I don't do shit like that.
Put those hands back. I believe you had too much of this tonight. Okay. Just letting you know. Okay.
I disagree with that, sir, but whatever you say.
As they walk him to the car in handcuffs, it quickly becomes clear that putting Marcus under arrest is only the beginning of a very long night.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of paperwork.
I'm following y'all. Y'all walk, and I'll follow.
Here comes that.
I'm walking. I'm not pushing. I am a normal person. Man, what is y'all this crazy? You're disrespecting me. To a small degree, you guys are disrespecting me.
You disrespect my father after everything he's done for you. Wait, are we in Illinois? It doesn't matter. He did it for the game.
You disrespected me to a small degree. What does that mean?
I don't know. He loves to all these qualifiers on things like, you know what I mean? You're disrespecting me. Now, to clarify, I mean to a small degree.
This is not like major disrespect. Like
Yeah,
I'm not we're not going to the mattresses over this.
Yeah.
But
Also, Monday night, that explains why there's so many fucking officers out there. Because they're all just bored and they're like, oh, Michael Jordan's son? Yeah, I'm not doing shit.
And what a Monday night. It's ridiculous.
I would have left. If he would have said, "Sir, it's Wednesday."
You want to see my dick? And
What the
check
fuck?
under my nuts too?
No, not really.
Go ahead.
Have you ever seen that video of the cop searching the dude? He's in handcuffs. He's like, "Sir, what is this?" And the guy goes, "That's my dick."
no.
Yeah, it's a real video out there. So it happened before I joined the department, but one of the lieutenants apparently had the exact same thing happen to him. He was arresting this guy, and he was like, "Sir, what is this?" And the guy was like, "It's my dick." No, it's way too big to be a dick. Don't lie to me. What am I gonna find if I pull it out? You're gonna find my dick in your hand.
Oh boy. Yeah, Shifty says it's real. Okay. I don't want to find that video. We're gonna stick with this one for now.
Really
I feel like you might be.
No,
I feel like you might be.
Where is that?
I don't know. The way you searching.
Well, we gotta search everybody's name.
Nah, you can check under there. It's just a big dick and some big balls, bro. Yeah,
I would have left
receipts
it.
I paid for in this city. Like what the? I didn't do anything, man. I made a.
I wish you would have
made a wrong-
said big dick and small balls. I know that's weird, but that's just me. Of course, you know that now.
Oh boy, he he escalated very quickly once they put him in handcuffs, didn't he?
Well, yeah, because they all do that. This is the reason why you'll see this happen over and over again is because people will feel more safe if they're in handcuffs. It's the whole man. You better be glad he's holding me back because if he wasn't here, you know what I mean. It's because that there's not as big a threat of consequences if you start getting mouthy. Because like, damn, if I wasn't in these handcuffs, take these handcuffs off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
it is,
and some of them probably know too, but like once you've cuffed someone, you are fully responsible for that person's well-being. Anything happens to them, it's on you. If they throw
Yeah, fuck that
themselves on the pavement and break their own nose, that's your fault.
no, fuck that. We got a union for a reason. I would love for you to come try to get me because
They'll try.
what?
But I'm not drunk.
All right, take a seat.
Number one.
My opinion is different. One question. You can ask me one question, I'll answer it, and then I want you to sit down. What's up?
There's
I
too
just
much
wanna say
negotiations going on.
why y'all are treating me as if I did something criminal.
Because
you have driving under the influence.
But I'm not.
So I've answered your question. Now please sit down and I'll answer more questions.
why do y'all think I did? Y'all acting like I did something criminally wrong. The driving while impaired.
Driving
is
while
the-
intoxicated
yeah,
is
that's gonna be the
definitely
thing.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
That is still illegal in
You-
every
you want-
state.
You want to know when I first knew that you were? When I saw you on the fucking railroad track.
When I saw you on
Everything
the-
after everything following that was just crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Sit down.
Yo.
Sit down.
Ooh, now he's fighting.
Yo, chill out, bro.
What? No, he's violently resisting.
Yo.
Ooh, he's kicking.
My girlfriend a question.
He's kicking.
Oh,
That
is
ain't non-violent.
Oh, that ain't gonna
resistance
happen.
anymore. Tase him. Fucking tase him.
again.
Relax.
Sit down.
Relax.
Feet in the car.
Relax. Can I ask my girlfriend a question or no?
Okay, at this point, there should have already been somebody on the other side of the car inside pulling him in.
Yeah.
Man, these guys, dude, they don't fucking help me. Whatever.
And
Nobody's
can I
gonna
ask my girlfriend a question or no? No. That's the answer is no.
look. I know I was just kicking at you, and I'm kind of being an asshole, but I got a favor to ask.
All right. What's your name?
Officer Marino, badge number 183.
And you failed it. No,
What's
the
that?
test
Was
wasn't.
that the drug test?
Oh, I didn't get a good look at it. Rewind it. The test wasn't whether or not you were willing to do it. I don't know what. So we would use a NARC 3 or a NIC kit, right? Which were individually these little plastic thing with these little glass cylinders inside of it, and you would, depending on for marijuana, you put a little marijuana in it. You would break the first capsule, which releases some kind of substance. You agitate it for a minute, and then you pop the next one. If it turns purple, it's positive for THC, and then you do the last one, it separates, right? The cocaine one is different. You're looking for pink specks in it after you do your test. But I don't know what's happening here. That looks like a baggie of coke, though.
Oh,
I
maybe
can't-
he was asking his girlfriend a question because she charges by the hour, and he wants to.
Or maybe he was
terminate that
gonna ask her to, hey, hold my cocaine.
I don't know though. If that's not like the testing kit, is that?
That's I've never seen one like that. That's not a narc or a Nick. I know that for sure.
I don't know what that like. It looks kind of like a syringe. Like
Yeah,
there's
it
a plunger
does.
element to it.
I can't tell if it's like if you can see inside of it or if it's a solid metal.
It looks metallic.
Yeah. Press play, see what happens with it. Okay. Oh, all right. No,
Is that
that's
a one
so-
hitter or something?
Yeah, yeah. So that's something. That's what we would call in the biz drug paraphernalia,
Okay.
like a cocaine bullet or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he likes cocaine. That's right.
Well, that's not a cocaine bullet. Cocaine bullet, it has like a little container at the bottom, and then like almost like a nose spray pop, and then there's a little lever. Put it up to your nose, and you would snort the cocaine out of the bottom thing, right?
Right. Okay.
But
That's
I
just
don't
some
know.
kind of drug paraphernalia.
Yeah, I don't know what it is specifically though.
Okay. I did everything you guys asked me to.
Boring Monday night, huh? So let's arrest Marcus Jordan.
Yeah, actually, that's what our. You know what? Weird thing. Our patrol supervisor went over that exact thing in our briefing before we started. Now he's like, "Hey, tonight it's Monday. We're bored. Go find Marcus." And the whole night I'm like, "Wow, man, I don't know where to start looking." And then I was like, "Railroad tracks," and here we are.
Hey, Brahma.
Hey, what's up?
We're watching Marcus Jordan get arrested.
Oh, I know. I've been watching along with you. He really does sound like his dad, though.
Yeah, he does sound like him, but he looks 20 years older. You seem a little loud on my end, Brahma. I don't know if I'm alone on that.
Okay, I'll mess
Much
with
loud. Not terribly, but a touch.
All right.
I was gonna grab the wife to.
The boring Monday night. Now y'all have a
It's still gonna be on the bottom.
We'll have some beers after this.
Oh, did he kick him? Yeah, he just started kicking. All right, watch yourself.
Was he? Wait, go on. I'm sure they'll tell us.
Oh, he headbutted you? Oh,
Well, hold on now. When did that happen? That
Yeah,
was
we
when
didn't
headbutt
see
in?
that.
First, I'm hearing of a headbutt.
Next thing, he's got a knife, and we got to shoot him.
Funny thing,
And
he actually,
they found crack on him.
damn it, Amp, I was about to say, you know, you know what I guess remembered? There was like sprinkling of crack on his chest.
Oh, is this the girlfriend? Oh
What the
boy.
fuck does he have on the back of his belt there? Is that toilet paper?
Looks like
or...
masking tape.
Oh,
That's tape.
that's the
For
tape.
for the
Yeah.
test.
That's so dumb.
So he's gonna have about 4 charges. Any questions?
Look how,
Cool.
as a police officer, can you slap a cell phone out of a bitch's hands?
Ugh, not now. Fucking body cams and shit.
Have you? Would you not want to in this situation? It's like, what the? You realize
absolutely.
I'm talking to you, bitch.
Me? I'm like, oh, cool. You don't want to hear this? And just walk away. I wouldn't say shit else.
Have fun finding a ride home.
She has a phone. Uber, I'm sure there's some type of Uber rail track, like, you know what I mean? Like in Red
One
Dead
of those
Redemption.
cars that's converted to drive on railroad.
Oh, actually, I was thinking about just that plaque of wood with the seesaw thing that you have to have two people operate. That's what I was thinking.
No, just do what Marcus did. Keep following the tracks until you find a station. You can buy a ticket there.
All right.
That's exactly what he did.
Well,
all right, and then he
bye.
just walked away.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for protecting our country.
Thank you for your support.
Well, I'm not protecting the country. I'm protecting this state, this city, this area.
Jurisdiction,
Yeah.
this district.
Well, and like you said, I mean, I appreciate the apology for making the wrong turn, but we gotta make sure everybody's safe to drive.
Marcus Jordan.
Is Marcus Jordan are you like popular or something? Or,
Oh, this fucking guy.
I don't know who you are, man. I've never met you.
Billy, you turn this up.
Did he just blow
Marcus
a red
isn't
light?
getting the recognition he seems to want from the.
It's not illegal if cops do it.
Apparently.
And you got to remember, if he turned, of course that light would be red because he was turning.
Also, oh man, I love the guys that were like, dude, no, you want to talk about breaking the law? Okay, because you had the speed to catch up to me. Just give me that ticket.
The cops. So he turns his attention to the driving beat of Survivor's Eye of the Tiger.
No, we can't listen to that.
Listen, yeah, we're not get claimed for that shit. Listen, here's the thing. I was known as the hip hop cop because I had a whole playlist for when I was on patrol. Here's what I wouldn't do. Have it still playing while I'm transporting a subject, because I took my job, as silly and as I may be sometimes, I did take it seriously and I was very good at it. I would not be playing Eye of the Tiger. Oh shit. I just remember so our lieutenant,
Would you be
right?
playing like It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp?
No, it'd be the sound of the police, whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police.
I forgot.
That's the sound
what
of the
you always
beast.
played when we were rolling along. In the
Yep,
patrol car.
exactly. But real quick, so my lieutenant, his ringtone was the cops theme song. And I remember one time he was talking to I forgot what the whole situation was, but it was bad. And he was being very serious with this guy that we were arresting, right? Explaining shit to him. And so we snuck over to the corner, right? And we called him. And as he's doing it, fucking bad boys. And the guy just looks, he's like, wow, that does not feel like it's appropriate at all in this situation.
It could be worse. It could always be the Simpsons spoof that they did instead of, that Bad Boys, it was Bad Cops. I'm the only one who remembers that, of course.
I think so.
You're probably the only one who's watched The Simpsons in the last.
It was an old episode. When it
The
was
last
still
time
good.
I watched it was at my parents' house when I lived there.
So about 2.5 years ago.
Man, you don't know my life.
We're piecing
First of all,
together over the years.
Yeah, I was about to say. First of all, we've been on YouTube together longer than that.
He's not wrong. As scary
That's
as
true.
that is.
There's a lot more of this. What else happened?
I'm curious to find out. No. Let's see it. I want to see where this conversation goes.
Okay.
Nah, we can't go any more later. I gotta listen to the radio. Well, no matter what I say.
Wait, how long is this drive that there's different songs?
I didn't tell you to stop talking. I obliged with everything you asked me to do.
I can't imagine the police station's right next to the train tracks.
I was too impaired to drive.
You got to go to the other side of the tracks to get to the police station.
Thinking I was going to get back to the highway. And there was a
Wait, rewind
I was
it.
trying to get back to the highway, and it was a motherfucking railroad track.
Right. So why did you continue to drive down said road track? Like,
Man,
I get what you're
don't know
saying.
how many times I've been driving in the middle of the night, and the highway just turns into a railroad track on me, and I'm like, "What the fuck happened?"
And the weirdest thing is I continue to drive down that railroad track.
I assumed it had turned back in a little bit,
Just bad city design. Whoever made it.
And it was a motherfucking railroad track.
Him and his girlfriend were in the car listening to Life as a Highway. I'm going to ride it all night long.
I think the only so if I'm trying to make sense of why he would do that, I think no, that doesn't make sense either. I was like, because you would do that if you were a fucking teenager, because you'd be with your girlfriend and y'all would try to drive off road a little bit to try to get out of sight in anybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
But you're a 50-year-old man with a $330,000 car that your daddy bought you. Did he not also buy you an apartment? Oh, is the wife at that place? Maybe. Like, I don't understand why else you would drive that far away from any road.
It was a motherfucking railroad track.
Right. I apologize. I'm sorry. But y'all want to take it to the 10th degree. I'm a 67.
No. They want to take it to the first degree of
telling the
enforcement
cop how to
of the
drive.
law.
He's
See, this
telling
is
the
exactly
cop
what the
you're
fuck I'm
doing a
talking about.
67 and a 60. Please slow down.
It's easy. I would never pull somebody over for going 67 and a 60 My rule was 11 over. If you go 11 over and I'm in between episodes on Netflix and I haven't talked on the radio in a while, I'm going to pull you over.
Obviously.
Also, that's not the cop talking. That's Marcus
Yeah,
Jordan.
exactly. Yeah,
Jordan
I know.
telling the cops to slow down.
Yeah.
He's going to make a citizen's arrest from the back seat soon.
Do you feel comfortable in a car that stopped on the tracks?
Wait, what? If a white motherfucker, wow. Okay.
You would have helped me push it off the tracks.
You know what my question would be? Is that white motherfucker sober?
Then yeah, we'd have probably helped him out.
We'd have waited with him while the tow truck arrived.
Yep.
Get back on the street. There was no pushing that one, man. He dug it deep. Yeah. Y'all couldn't help me. No, not if I think you're impaired. I wasn't impaired, sir. I'm not impaired. And I'm talking to you sober. I wouldn't have you in handcuffs if I lived here, sir. Yeah, I disagree with you.
Well, luckily we have
I was a white mother.
Well, luckily, sir, we have an entire system set up to where you could prove that point.
That was a CEO of some bullshit ass company out here. Because as we all know, every white motherfucker is the CEO of some bullshit ass company.
Hold on, man. Don't be letting secrets out on the internet like that. People aren't supposed to know about our individual CEO-ness. Honestly, I'm thinking like, how would I respond to this shit? Do you honestly think in today's climate that a white guy would be more likely to get away? No, they would probably get shot. Are you kidding me? I'm not ended up on
the statistics bear that out.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm not going to end up on CNN.
Shot is a white male,
right? Because it's still safe to shoot them. They've taken away all the good races to shoot.
Okay, well, once again,
allegedly,
Matt has views that might not necessarily align with the views of the Ascendant podcast. Moving on.
I mean, literally, cops are the only people left are straight white males.
And we gotta shoot somebody, right?
Wow, we got so many bullets.
Oh yeah. You keep saying you're a big target. Are you a celebrity or something?
Oh, that cop's now he's just poking at him. He's doing that shit on purpose.
I think now he's just egging him on.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate the attempt. I just wish he was better at it.
Well, maybe he's warming up. Give him a minute. We still got 2 minutes of this video left.
How come you were never good enough at basketball that your dad got you drafted to his team?
You keep bringing it up, man. That's what I'm asking. You don't act like you don't know, but it's cool. We'll find out tomorrow.
Well, no, I'm gonna Google when I get to the station who you are because you're making
As
a big deal
Marcus
about it.
waits for the officers to recognize his celebrity status, he encourages them to crank up the radio on another 80s hit, Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Oh, so
Oh no!
Backseat karaoke.
Oh, I already have my response. Oh, so I did arrest a white guy. I don't even know this song. I don't know what song it is.
Oh, you know the song.
A lonely heart.
Much better than
Owner of a broken heart.
Maybe I would have to hear it.
we're about to.
You gotta sing it. Free yourself. Y'all both white, right? Yeah.
Apparently, we all are.
Oh God, I wish this was you on this video.
I had a lot of fun. People enjoyed working with me, but I would always have to remind some of them, listen, especially the younger guys, the new guys, because they're looking for people to not imitate, but like to pick up how to do things. You know what I mean? Like, look, don't use me. I get you want to do what I do, but not everybody can because I
am
would
a
see
bad role model.
Right. Because people were like, I don't know how you get away with saying this shit to people. I say one half-ass joke, and now I got to go talk to the captain because not everybody can do me, you know? I would see people try, man. They would try to.
It's all in the delivery.
Yep.
Some people they don't deliver it well.
I'll tell you the dude. This guy got us in so many fucking fights, right? We used to make this joke about how whenever somebody be like, "You're only doing this because I'm black," the response would be, "Well, you're only saying that because I'm white, right?" It's just a joke. We're just bullshitting. One night, I'm backing up this guy on a DWI, right? And so he's talking to her, and then she goes, "You're only saying that because I'm black," and he goes, "Well, you're only saying that because I'm white." We could have gotten away with it at that point, but then he wanted to tack on. So who's the racist now? I'm like, oh my god.
Whoops.
Why? Oh.
The best parts of Mad's night were when he actually got to the station, took the guy out, and said, "Now remember, I'm not your best friend. I'm your arresting officer." Because Mad's so friendly.
Oh yeah.
Mad was the one cop who at his desk he had the bowl of suckers like you can get at the bank after you do a transaction.
I would have little coupons that you get with the punch hole things.
Dude walks into the cell with the fucking
10
with a
times
root
3,
beer
right?
sucker.
Oh, this
And
one
it's like,
guy.
oh, Mad got you, huh? Yeah, Mad got me.
This one guy, yeah, he had 10 one-punched cards, and he tried to turn them on. I'm like, that's not how it works. You're just being cavalier with your with your tickets here. That's a horrible investment. No wonder you're here. You make horrible decisions.
Keep one card in your wallet.
Looks like we got that 70s
70s rock fan.
Oh, okay.
Splendid. How are you?
I thought you were pulling a Marcus Jordan there.
No, I'd forgotten to change that since Midnight's Edge After Dark last night. So
Ah.
I forgot I had changed it.
Well, we're watching Marcus Jordan get arrested.
Yes, I was watching it for a little while before I jumped in.
It's spin. Zach, you realize that nobody else has brought up race except you, right? Bring up what the I want to bring. It's a free country, right? I'm just letting you know. There's nothing against. I can say what I want, but if I was a white, if I was the CEO of Morgan and Morgan,
what the
Morgan and Morgan.
Well, see, now you know because I'm a big fan. I simp for Morgan and Morgan. I'm like, oh shit, is that Morgan or Morgan? Fuck it, I love them both. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Are you the CEO at fucking Morgan and Morgan? Because I love that place, man.
Go back to your partner. Oh my god, you're not gonna believe who it is. It's Morgan. And guess who he has with him? Morgan. That's right, both of them.
And you know who we arrested? The driver.
But luckily there was a black guy jaywalking, so we shot him. And now we're dealing with him instead.
As you do.
Yeah, so we can let them and the 12 hookers they had in the back of their SUV go. Love those Morgan guys.
I'd arrest you too. How y'all quiet as what? There's cameras in here? There's been cameras the whole time. I know. Why y'all quiet now? Because everything I say, you turn back against me, bud. I'm not turning. What am I turning back against? Name one thing. You told me to be quiet in the beginning. Told you to be quiet when? Right when we got in the car. I told me to shut up. And then everything I say, talk about race. I didn't say nothing about race. But
what?
I did say if I was a. As soon as somebody brings up race, I'd be quiet because that's not what I'm about. All right. Bull. And that's exactly the reason why we're there. How about this? Can I call bull? Brother.
According to the arrest affidavit,
You're gonna have to do it collect though.
I mean, that's going to be your one phone call. Are you sure you want to waste it?
Listen, I'm not an attorney, but I would advise against that using it for that.
Is he going to phone Morgan or Morgan?
Oh, that's what he was. That must be his lawyers. Morgan and Morgan.
Morgan.
What,
And
really?
Yahtzee. Morgan and Yahtzee.
Neither one of them sounds very Jewish. Moving on.
the officers who came upon Marcus on the tracks
Wait,
were
pause it.
told that the same
Sorry, I just wanted to read this real quick.
Orange County.
Y'all can talk. I'm just reading to myself.
Florida license plate.
So he had fled from a traffic stop, initiated in the other county.
Wait. So they
Wait,
tried
where
to
did you
pull
get
him
that?
over and he fucking rolled up out of there and then got himself stuck on railroad tracks in another district?
That's what it looks like.
Oh wow, that's a big piece of the story that he didn't really want to mention, huh?
I
Nope.
can see the confusion here because it's the vehicle that was fleeing, not the driver.
True, that is
Right.
true.
Just
It's
say
like
that
when the SUV
Elon
takes
Musk
out
got your
everybody.
car.
That's right. It's the driver that the vehicle that did it. The driver's got nothing to do with
Man,
it.
I wonder what he blew.
He blew.
They might tell us.
Car had allegedly fled from an attempted traffic stop only a few minutes earlier. The affidavit also states that officers
pause it there.
tested the
Officer Rosa located a clear plastic baggie with a white powdery substance inside the defendant's front right pocket of his pants. Based on my training and experience, I believed the substance was cocaine. The substance was tested by utilizing a presumptive field test cocaine ID wipe. The substance field test positive for cocaine.
Oh.
The substance was placed into evidence at the Maitland Police Department.
By the way, based on my training experience, I love that. That's exactly how you would. This is so boilerplate. Like I love it.
It is the way that you can say it without being held accountable for saying it. Because they're like, it turned out you were wrong, and it's like, I said based on my training and experience, that's what I believe. I didn't say I knew that's what it was.
I've never heard of this cocaine ID wipe before. I've never heard of a
Might be
wipe.
a newer test. I mean, they come out with new tests all the
Yeah,
time.
of course. Yeah, and it's been forever since I was a cop. But I know you had those wipes like when I was patrolled for explosives and shit. You would use it on their fingertips or whatever, and would come back with different explosives if they were messing with them.
Test for like the different chemicals that would be on their hands.
I think
Hey, Matt,
Huh?
Copied had a good question in the
what's up?
Chat. At the beginning, the cop asks if they want his girlfriend to hold his jacket, but it doesn't seem like they ever went through it. If you already caught him possibly having cocaine in the car and stuff, wouldn't you have taken that jacket and searched it too?
Well, all right, so
I mean, we didn't see everything, so they might have.
Yeah. If he was wearing it after once I started, getting ready to put him in handcuffs or whatever, and that's when he asked for if his girlfriend could hold it or whatever. Yeah, sure. And I would immediately go through the pockets before giving it to her. Simple.
I have a question.
Honestly,
as
at
well.
any point, if he's trying to give his jacket to her, I would have. I would have made it an issue.
That jacket.
Yeah, to check those pockets or whatever.
But
Because
I get a question too, man. I mean, the cocaine was found in his front trouser pocket. Right pocket of his pants. You would get him to empty his own?
No.
I was going to say. I mean, would you stick your hand in there and empty it for him?
Here's the thing.
Ask if there's anything that's going to poke or prod you, and then you pat down, then you put your hand in.
Right. Okay.
So
I wondered.
I always had these gloves that were Kevlar lining on the palms and the fingers.
Right.
To help keep it from, plus it, more grip and stuff like that. And people are dirty. I don't want to fucking touch them with my bare hands. It makes me sick when I would see guys do that. Like, bro, you know what I mean?
Bro, that's gross.
Yeah, funny thing, whenever the narc kit that I was talking about, the glass capsule inside of it, twice when I snapped it, it went through the plastic and like into my finger. Like, what the fuck, dude? So from then on, I would have the latex gloves on, and then I would put my street gloves on top of that so that I wouldn't get poked. And my LT was like, bro, I've been a cop for almost 20 years. Not only have I never seen it happen to someone, how is it even possible it's happened to you twice? Like, that's not supposed to happen. I'm like, I mean, luck, I guess. He's like, explains the ID. I'm like, fucking.
We've only got 18 seconds left. I don't know if we're going to find out what he blew.
A white powdery substance, and it tested positive for cocaine. Marcus Jordan was allegedly transported to the Orange County.
Sorry, I wanted to read.
Say he refused to provide breath samples.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So he read Yeah, you read the implied consent, then do the observation for 20 minutes before doing it. So if it's a no refusal or whatever, that's just gonna usually what it's gonna mean is if you refuse, your license will be suspended for 180 days if you refuse. If you consent, your license will only be suspended for 60 days or 90 days, I think, depending, right?
If
And
you
that's
aren't
automatic.
drunk.
No, it's automatic. If you are arrested and charged, right, your license, no matter the result of the case, is automatically suspended for 60 days if you consent, and then it jumps like 180 days if you refuse.
And we're getting more lore on Bad Take Bojan. I remember when the Chicago cops used to visit our high school and always warned us girls against holding coats or bags that belonged to our boyfriends when the cops were around.
Right. But here's the other side of that, right? Just think if Jenny from the block didn't carry a Glock, how was Diddy going to shoot that rapper allegedly in that club?
Allegedly. I think that's
County
it.
DUI center, where he refused to take a breathalyzer test and bonded out later that day.
But he was so what were all the charges? Sorry, his damage to property, the possessing of cocaine, right there,
Possession of cocaine and DUI,
and resisting an officer without violence. So we're not considering headbutts and kicks violence.
Okay, so this was just okay. So what I looked up earlier, this is just what he was charged with on this incident.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I swear he had priors though.
Yeah, because depending in so again, this is mostly Texas though. On your third DWI, it gets fucking pumped up to a felony. It's an entirely different charge and it carries serious weight. Now, lazy fucking prosecutors, what they would do to get out of that, they would always just do first offense DWIs, right? So you would see guys that you would arrest and it's like their 12th first offense because nobody wanted to do the extra effort.
And it's like, how many first offenses do you get? Because I feel like we're on 12, not one.
Like no, I've seen people, man, with like 5 or 6 first offense because just whatever district he was in, it was another lazy motherfucker, the lazy DA.
All right. Well, I think
that
works,
video.
huh?
for that.
I would give the cop a B, a solid B. You know, there were definitely some things he could improve on.
Hey, B is above average.
Yeah, his fundamentals seemed sound from what I could see. I wish I could have seen the entire SFST, but
well, like I said, the unedited footage was over an hour, so we weren't going to do that tonight.
No, I wouldn't make people sit through while I break it
over
down.
an hour to do the 18-minute version.
Yeah, I wouldn't make people.
That format is more for like a Slender speakeasy. So
this motherfucker. Next, you're going to be calling it Slender Faps instead of Mad Faps.
Slender's new channel.
Oh, I should make a channel called Slender Speakeasy and see how long it takes before Mad gets really angry at me.
I would be more offended if it was Slender's new channel.
No, that's a terrible name for a channel.
I mean, I gotta say, I'm starting to think that as well.
But it is a good channel. Mad's new channel. It's a very good channel, and everyone should go check it out.
Yep.
And we've got shows every Tuesday night over there.
Mm-hmm. We got Quarter Black coming on a Tuesday pretty soon. He was supposed to be there.
Really? After you called him an asshole?
Yeah. I talked to him after that. He apologized. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta remind them where they stand. But yeah, no, he was sick, so we're definitely gonna have him on. Script Doctor's gonna be coming on soon as well. Stu may make another appearance. He promised less gummy,
longer
gummified.
than 5-10 minutes.
Punk Waddle, you said you were definitely gonna bring
definitely.
back Punk Waddle.
Yeah, I thought he did well. I thought he did good. So
Quarter Black, so he's gonna be a little late. Yeah.
Yeah, Quarter Black didn't show up Wednesday night either because he wasn't feeling well. So
yeah,
legit.
Yeah, I talked to him.
And you said you couldn't stay the whole time, so is there anything else you want to plug?
Something may have changed, so let me go check on the status of that. Y'all can go. I'll let you know. Hold on.
Okay. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about?
Well, I know you do.
Oh, I got something. I kind of wanted to discuss Avowed, which everyone is saying is successful right now.
Sorry, I just gagged a bit there.
I mean, if it's successful as a failure, they'd be correct.
Isn't it
Fine.
83rd in the charts on Steam or something? I don't know, or wherever. It's like such a success. It's like 83rd.
Yeah, well, here I pulled up the Steam DB charts for this. Right,
Oh,
this
it
is
went
about
down.
Yeah, as of maybe an hour or two ago, they got 13,600 players on Steam with a 24-hour peak of just under 15,000 and an all-time peak of less than 18,000. Now, to dig a little deeper into that, I also pulled up a game that has now been openly admitted to be a financial failure. Dragon Age the Veilguard. If you'll notice, it has basically almost five times as many players in its all-time peak.
Right. Which makes sense because the IPs are entirely different.
Yeah, but Obsidian Games is a AAA studio.
Right.
They also make games for about 80 million, not 250 million.
And also, Dragon Age Veilguard wasn't available on Game Pass.
Well, and that is the excuse that a lot of people are saying is the reason Avowed is successful is because it's on Game Pass, and it's like,
well, no,
it had a lot of hype. Avowed, so it should be.
Avowed is also a more niche game. We were talking about this Wednesday night.
I actually started playing it again today. I don't really pay attention to the dialogue at most. I'm like, wait, which one of these options am I supposed to select? And I just try to figure out which one's best. I'm not paying attention to anything, but it's not bad. It feels like something I've played over and over again before. You know, it feels a little paint by numbers as far as RPGs
walk
go.
around, man? Were the NPCs all standing still, or did they walk around?
What they walked around? What the fuck?
Are they?
Yeah,
I've just seen a few videos of them just standing around in towns.
Again,
Matt, have you ever played Elder Scrolls?
Yeah, of course.
Oblivion?
Yeah.
Skyrim?
Yeah. One of those. Was ever one where you wake up in a ship jail or whatever they call it, the brig?
That was Morrowind.
That'd be Morrowind.
I played that one.
You realize that Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim are all better than Avowed.
Okay.
Are all over 10 years old at this point.
I haven't played the game. I just got to the first town where you could buy stuff. But it feels very by number. But I haven't had any glitches, any problems on the technical side of things.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think the game was ever made to be a blockbuster.
No. Because Microsoft owns that company. Honestly, I think this is something that they could do relatively affordable and something because Game Pass, you got to have shit on Game Pass for that to work. And Microsoft is not afraid to lose money. Shit, they've lost money on every console they've ever made because their goals are not. They have different expectations and goals that they're working on, like what they're trying to achieve.
Now, let me spin this because I think you guys are a little off track on this. The running estimates is that this game cost at least $100 million to make.
Okay.
That's at least, right? Furthermore, this game got a fuck ton of hype 2 years ago when they first announced development. Then nothing. They went quiet over the last year.
Right.
And I think the reason is they knew this game was going to be a pile of shit. They knew this game went in the wrong directions.
I'm going to be honest. I haven't played. I can look up how long I've actually played, but I wouldn't say it's a pile of shit. It's serviceable. mid.
That is what everyone has said about the game. They're like, it's okay at best.
Yeah, I'm at 1.5 hours, right? Not a lot of time, but from what I've seen,
I
it's
don't
serviceable.
think they want this game to succeed, though.
I don't think they care.
And also, I think they do. The problem is everyone has realized that the negative attention actually hurts the brand, and it hurts the studio. And Obsidian has made some of the best games that have ever been made. Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas,
which is my favorite
a lot
game
of
of all
people's
time.
favorite. Yeah.
My favorite.
Fallout 76, my favorite.
You
Before they
realize-
fixed it.
So Slender, you do know that these charts are basically hate speech.
Hold on, real quick. Let me because I got kicked out. Let me qualify that. Before they did all the major updates and fixed 76, I like the original version that came out the most.
Why? Because you just never knew how bad it was going to go wrong?
Banana shit. I really enjoyed it though, but they fucked it up, man, when they fixed it.
He likes games without NPCs in them.
I enjoy Neil Breen's level games sometimes.
Well, I got a whole list of games you could try then, but you are also very particular about your graphics. So,
what do you mean? Well, one thing I like third person perspective over first person.
Yeah, but you also don't like anything that's that uses old style 8 or 16-bit graphics. We've already discussed that.
True. Yeah, I don't get off on nostalgia playing, Duck Hunt. That's not my thing. I have a 4090. It's obsolete now, but I would love to, really push it before I have.
No, it's not. Do not buy the
I know.
5070.
I saw it. Apparently, the 4090 still is doing. It's still it may still be the best one they've made yet.
See, this is why Davina is one of the greatest people in chat. Quest for Glory, one of my favorite series of all time.
Yeah, they were okay.
I have played every single one, probably at least 10 times.
Oh, by the way, she fell asleep, so I'm good for whatever.
Good for whatever. Well, you might get bored with this one because with all the discussion on Avowed, Dragon Age, and some of the other piles of shit, another developer has entered the field. So let's go over to that. And I want to get your guys' take on this. I know Imp has things to say. I'm finding it. Hold on. I got a lot of tabs pulled up because I wanted to make sure I was prepared for today.
Oh, this fucking bucket of soy.
Yeah, this is
it's awful.
I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this, but his background is screaming different things to me right now. Like I'm learning a lot about him from looking over his shoulder.
Don't be so mean.
Like what? What are you learning, Matt?
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that thing is with the crown, but that's giving me non-binary vibes.
Sure it's a monkey holding a banana.
Right? Yeah, that's giving me non-binary vibes immediately off the bat.
It's his butt plug.
Weird. That would be
I don't know what the fuck this dragon, this like dinosaur bone shit is over on the left. Seems like a little creepy.
Does it say Bethesda? Is that a Skyrim
a lot of fucking dragon
I think
bullshit back here. So if this has anything to do with dragons, he has no credibility because he is a simp for dragons.
Also, he doesn't do very well at balancing the presentation on his shelves.
No.
I mean, maybe this is my inner feminine side, but like as far as interior decoration goes, like the left side is stacked up and overflowing, and the right side is really spacious.
What is on the right hand side? There's a piece of tape with something green and then a yellow. What is that?
No idea. I mean, he's got a router under that.
It doesn't look like it's connected to anything.
It doesn't. Who knows?
See a couple D&D books floating around in the background there.
Yeah, but are they good D&D or new D&D?
It looks it's hard to tell. Some of them look like 3rd edition, but like the upper right.
Also, is that a chamber pot at the bottom left corner?
No, that
Looks
would
like
be a
it's a
coffee
mug.
cup.
It's a weirdly shaped coffee cup.
How do you figure?
Also, going back to another thing Davina said, I liked Betrayal at Krondor. I couldn't quite understand it because I was a very young man when I played it, and it had weird systems, but it was like almost a precursor to the Morrowind games in a lot of ways.
Can we get a poll in the chat for people to guess who it is typing? Like
Not
a little
me.
fun poll. I know my guess.
I don't know how to do a poll.
Well, you'd be correct.
Nailed it.
All right, so let's see.
Keyboard isn't as loud as Chad's.
Real quick, hold on. I hear his typing more than his talking so much I can identify him by his typing. Sorry, I had that one bubbling up. Had to get it out.
What would I do without you being a bro, Mad?
Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were awesome. Icewind Dale was pretty awesome too.
The first one was.
There was
Second
I
one-
don't think I ever played the second one.
They tried switching over the third edition rules, which was fine. But then they also decided we're going to throw 3 times as many enemies at you per encounter.
The encounters in the first Icewind Dale were pretty challenging. I didn't think they needed to step it up.
Yeah, they did.
All right. So let's see what this guy has to say. I'm sure it will be incredibly insightful and well thought out, and it won't be an appeal to compassion. It'll be logical and rational.
Did you read the title? Did it say something like your $70 doesn't buy you cruelty? Well,
yes, I did
Yes, it
read the
does.
title.
But does it buy me the right to be cruel?
Yes,
my
it does.
It does.
My
Yeah.
$70 doesn't buy me cruelty. My First Amendment does.
And our rights as customers.
Yeah.
I don't have to spend $70 to be cruel to them.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
well, yeah.
I can do it for
I didn't
free.
buy Avowed,
yeah.
and I still think it's a pile of shit just based on what I've seen.
that's what we're going to talk about today. The fact that you bought a game that you didn't like doesn't give you the right to be cruel or unkind to the people that developed that
Okay,
game.
hold the fuck on.
Define cruel. Define cruel.
There's a huge difference between cruel and unkind. It's unkind for me to say that your game is shit. It is not cruel for me to say that it's shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird how they always do that. They move the goalposts. Also,
Yeah.
has this guy ever heard of a clipper?
That's what I'm saying. His fucking mustache is all sorts of jacked.
The mustache.
That would bother me.
He's got all sorts of strays down along the jawline. Like,
Now you guys are just
Get
being
up.
cruel.
Okay, this may sound
so
unkind.
I'm being unkind.
Listen, his fucking mustache, it would bother the fuck out of me. It always does. Once I start to feel it growing over the top of my
Over
lip,
the top of the lip.
yeah,
Trimming it
it drives me
immediately.
insane.
The way I always know it's time to trim the mustache is if I go to drink my coffee and I realize that my mustache is tasting it before I am. It's time to trim the mustache.
19 seconds.
Now I'm going to be
that's
clear
already
about
wrong.
something. I'm not saying that you have to like the thing you bought. I'm not saying even that you aren't allowed to complain about the thing you bought.
No, that's what you just said, motherfucker. Because somebody could think that my complaints are unkind.
That's right.
Yeah.
This whole
How does one complain without being unkind?
this whole bullshit about with toxic positivity is just getting really out of hand at this point. Well, you can't say anything mean. Fuck off.
No, sorry, you're wrong. You can't say anything mean about people that are on my team.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure
think they
this
seem
guy
to
had no
understand for
complaints
some of
when
us,
the
like
developer
me.
took to Twitter or X and was like, just a reminder to, off your local MAGA today.
They keep saying like,
Okay.
oh, I keep seeing people say, oh, what is the point cruelty? For some people like me, yes, it is. And I cannot wait for them to keep doubling and tripling down on shit. As I said before we went live, I hope these fuckers go out of business. I hope these fuckers end up homeless so I can kick them when I walk by them on the street.
Metaphorically in Minecraft.
No, Literally.
Okay, then.
Because these are people I wouldn't piss on if they were on fire.
The views.
You were on fire and I had a glass of water. I drink the water.
And then piss on him.
Guys, as someone with a little experience with fire and stuff, you should really use the water to put them out. I know you may not like his game or whatever, but
you might have experienced
it wasn't the most fun
pissing on people.
Wait, me?
If you were on fire and I had a glass of water, I'd put you out.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, but then you're gonna have to explain why I was on fire in the first place, motherfucker. I'm looking at you.
You didn't pull the freaking halcyon switch.
You didn't properly follow the instructions on how to approach my house.
And I even knew there was gonna be pipe bombs, of course.
What were you doing driving
I told
down the
you 3
railroad
steps
tracks?
to the left. You only took 2 steps to the left.
I was looking for the highway, and I was like, "Oh shit, a railroad track. Well, it's gonna lead back to the highway." And I ended up in your yard.
Hearing explosions.
You can have whatever opinion that you feel like.
My opinion is that your beard is fucking terrible and you should trim that shit up, you ugly motherfucker. Was that unkind?
No, not at all.
It was an opinion.
It was okay.
That's actually more of a fact, really. I mean, look at him.
Well, hold on. It may be the lighting. I'll give him a little benefit of a doubt here.
I'm just clean that shit. You're going in front of a camera, man.
I wouldn't. I don't give a shit.
Take a minute to
Whatever.
trim it up, at least.
Toward
Maybe
the
he
game.
tried to trim
Even
it
if
one
that
time,
opinion
he didn't
is
know what the
stupid
size-
and wrong,
size the guard
you are
was.
entitled to that opinion. And
Was that you, Brahma? Sorry, what was that?
I said maybe he tried to trim it one time and didn't know what size the actual guard was because it wasn't the normal guard that he uses, and now he's scared to do it
Oh,
again.
you're really bringing up that old shit. Look, when I was at Brahma's estate, I got a new beard trimmer or whatever. I didn't know that it's 6 or it's 7 didn't equal to what I was used to for that number. So it was a little shorter than what I had intended.
You know, if you're just trimming, you don't have to use a guard.
What? Yeah, you do.
Not if you know how to use a clippers.
Well, no, the clippers have the guard. I got the one where like you click it and it goes from like 0 to 10. But
Yeah,
the
but
10's
if
a
you
little
just take
misleading.
the guard off because you're just trying to get the strays, you can do it without a guard.
Oh, okay, Mr. Barbershop. Shit.
I'm just saying.
Also, Shredder got me that thing where it goes around your neck and then it has the suction cups to put onto the mirror
Like
to
you
catch
added
all.
more to
Oh,
that.
a belt for autoerotic asphyxiation?
Yeah. But it doubles as like a apron
Noose?
to catch
Catches
the.
all your hair that's coming off.
Yeah, when you're trimming it, right? So it's like if you were at a barber, right? They put the apron around, but you can attach it to the mirror. What sucks though is I was taking off the mirror. And I'm real careful. I'm gonna try to get it all into the toilet, and then immediately all of it drops onto the floor right next to the toilet. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I usually just like, you run the water in the sink and then you ball it all up and you throw it in the toilet.
Well, as the person of the house that's gonna have to get that long orange thing and unclog it, I do my best not to let that happen.
What, not to let it go in the
That
sink?
long orange thing.
Yeah, you know the thing that you
Plunger?
stick.
Or-
No, not the plunger. It's the thing that you stick into it, and it has like all the grips, and you pull it out, and it gets all the
Yeah,
chunks of it.
it's got all the upward spikes. It's like an upside down pine tree with a ring on the end of it.
I'm in a house with 4 women, so
Yeah, those we've got one of those in every bathroom because same.
Yeah, a sink snake. That's it.
Somehow I have no hair, and I end up getting all of the hair out of all of the sinks.
No, you got
Doesn't
some
seem
hair,
right.
Brahma. You have a goatee.
Yeah, that's not the one clogging the sink.
Sure.
Yeah, no,
You
it's
never
women.
know, man. They do it can clump
Plus,
up on
I
the
shave in the
side.
shower. So
I do it so that I can give her that look when I have to. Like, this ain't me. You know what I mean?
You want to have that power.
Exactly.
All right, back to guy who can't trim his beard.
to some degree, you're entitled to express that opinion to the corporation, to the
some
video
degree?
game studio.
To any
that
fucking
created-
degree I want.
And to whomever I want that happened
Yeah.
to release said pile of shit.
Yeah, who the fuck at you is you to try to limit the degrees at which I can express my opinion?
Which publisher does this asshat work for again, Slender?
I don't remember where he worked.
He
I
got some
think he was
Kotaku.
Bethesda.
Like,
Sounds like to me somebody's shitting bricks.
Mark Dara. Let's look him up. I'll look him up on the side.
Because here's the thing. They're going to double and triple down on this. Sure, go ahead. You're going to go out of fucking business. We're putting you out of fucking business. End of story.
Oh, never mind. Here's Mark Dara is a shit game dev. Best known for Dragon Age 2, which wasn't as good as Dragon Age 1. Dragon Age 2 Mark of the Assassin, which still didn't make it better than Dragon Age 1. And Anthem, which was probably BioWare's most colossal
What a
failure
waste
ever
of money. Yeah,
up
what a-
until
was
Veilguard.
it fun?
Yeah,
Wait,
this guy has no business talking
how
about
involved
this.
is he?
How involved was
Yeah,
he?
like was he the lead programmer, developer? Like, how much
I
of the game
believe
is him?
Was the,
He was the
former BioWare
fluffer.
He was the executive producer.
Oh,
So in
okay,
other words,
cool.
he's involved with everything.
Yeah, he's like the Don Simpson of that game.
Yeah. So he's a pile of shit.
These fucking idiots don't seem to understand. Oh, it's only the right wing and it's only MAGA that are fighting against this. You really did piss off a lot of people that aren't just right wingers. They can't seem to wrap their heads around this.
Dude, Eric,
Yeah.
I will tell you this. Me and a buddy of mine, we both bought Anthem because we thought the roadmap looked really good.
Mhm.
They had something special with
Yep.
the whole setup, and they didn't do a fucking thing with it.
No, they
Agreed.
just phoned
I
it all
wanted to
in.
like it too.
Like, it was an amazing proof of concept, but they never went anywhere with the fucking thing.
By the way, the whole dragon thing makes sense now.
Yeah, well, Dragon
Right.
Age. But yeah, and one other thing, and this is just because at this point he's told me I can't be mean, so I want to be as mean as humanly possible. But his voice reflects the amount of soy that I see in his face.
I'll be honest,
It
I forgot
sounded
what
a
his
little
voice
bit
sounds
Kermity
like.
there for a second.
Oh, you forgot what his voice sounds
Yeah.
like?
It did this game that you bought. You paid
That
70
sounds like
of your
torture.
own dollars for this game, and it disappointed you. And
Yeah.
you're angry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. You got
That
me.
is fine. You are entitled to be angry about it. And
Yeah.
you're entitled to express that anger.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Oh, then I guess we're done here.
Hold on, I feel something's gonna be added at the end.
Oh, there's a big but, I'm sure.
In certain channels. If
Wait,
you are
hold
mad
on.
at that Ubi,
What did he say? What about channels?
You
Going
are
through
allowed to
certain-
express that anger in certain channels.
What
In
the
other words,
fuck
he's
does
saying
that
go
mean?
after the corpos, not the actual people who made the game.
No,
Not people
hold on.
like
Don't
him
help
who
him.
decide
Don't
how things are.
don't help him. Don't translate
Well, he
or
watched-
interpret what he's saying. I
No,
want him
Imps
to tell
watched
me.
the whole video. He's spoiling it. He's throwing out spoilers right now.
As I do, ruiner of things.
But here's the thing. If a developer is the smallest developer on a project, and the only thing he did was model the texture for the grass that appeared in said game, but then said developer goes on X and talks about how much he fucking hates me and he's glad that the game doesn't please me and
Right.
I can eat a dick, then guess what? I'm
You're gonna eat a
be
dick?
cruel to that developer.
Oh,
I'm gonna say not nice things to that developer.
Yeah, but he
Sales haven't
never
seen that.
mentions that
That's the
through.
point.
He never mentions that scenario through this.
No,
He
no.
Am I
never
the only
mentions
one that
that
hasn't
they're
seen
He
the-
it?
ignores that possibility the entire time and makes a whole bunch of straw men for us to engage with instead. Let's
Yeah,
continue.
He doesn't mention
Yeah,
that.
FK.
yeah, he's
on
been
vacation.
fired, or that.
Or he's on
We sent him up to
vacation
the farm
forever. We're
upstate.
never bringing him back. This is my show.
Permanent assignment.
Yeah, we sent him up to that nice big farm upstate.
hear
I don't
he's in
think he'll be
Ukraine.
back next Friday, but I think he'll be back the Friday after. Please keep watching. If my numbers go down, I'll be punished.
Is that for real though?
What?
How long is his vacation?
I don't know.
2 weeks.
Where I can't think of a single place on this planet that I would want to spend 2 weeks at.
Well,
I
he's got
can't either,
kids and he went to
except
Florida.
home.
Right?
I would like to spend 2 weeks at home.
Especially if I have to bring the girlfriend or wife with me too. Like
Ooh,
2 weeks
gross.
by myself on board.
Even then, you'd get sick of yourself.
No,
You would
don't know
think,
Matt
but
very
no,
well.
no,
You
not at
would
all.
think.
It's
I
like,
d-
no, I'm my favorite person. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I have watched all of my videos more than anyone else, which is why they were made because
I can't deny. After your last show, I definitely watched the mailbag like 4 times. I was really proud of myself.
Yeah, that was really good, bro. That was really good. Or by you, I mean, whoever that person was.
Yeah, whoever that was, I really liked that. That was good.
I appreciated taking the initiative of doing it, whoever that person was, because I know Brahma, for one, has been around for a very long time while Mailbag has existed.
I wasn't on the show back then.
Mailbag was funny. I liked Mailbag.
you
Leaving
you
the
should
phone
take
in.
this, Matt. This is yours now.
The telephone
Mad
stuff was great.
That just means having confidence in yourself, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. It
Yeah.
means whatever you want it to mean, Matt. All right, let's keep listening to when this guy starts making sense.
Ubisoft game, be mad at Ubisoft. Express
No.
your anger to Ubisoft or to the
Bullshit.
studio that made the game. But you cross a line when you start being cruel about it.
No.
Wait,
What?
what
Cruelty's
line?
the point, you fucking dipshit.
Who defined the line?
Not to do it anymore.
It's not Ubisoft who's making its developers go onto Twitter and call everyone Yahtzees and
But
bigots and
you guys are focusing on the wrong issue, the wrong part here. The part I want to know is what line and how is that line defined?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how this would be crossing a line.
Yeah, I'm looking for the rules, the rule book here, right?
Oh my
the
god!
parameters
Dude,
of.
he put chapters in here, and this chapter is at look down here. Look at this chapter's title.
Is it?
It is. This is the title of the chapter.
So he's
This is the
self-aware.
butt.
Unless he's got it set to automatically chop it and name the chapters.
Maybe. See title. You can be critical. What are you doing? You don't know who's to blame.
That's the thing is we do know who's to blame. Everybody involved.
Yeah.
From the highest fucking corpo suit down to the lowliest fucking programmer. Sorry, if you don't step up and say, yeah, no, I'm not comfortable with working on this. This is a bad idea. Even if it costs you your job, you're part of the problem too.
Well, I strongly disagree with that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
No,
I
listen, honey,
disagree with
kids. I know that we don't have food, but Imp, he said it the other day. I gotta do this. I gotta stand up.
Imp's proud of me, but we're starving.
They
here's
they
what
told
you
me to
don't
take
do.
the tits out of
Yeah.
the game, and I'm just not willing to do that to feed you people.
Here's
Kids,
what
you
don't
know
do,
I'm
though.
a tit guy. Kids,
You
know
don't
this.
immediately take to X and then attack your audience. In all honesty, I don't think anyone's going to be mean or cruel to the developer that takes to X a week later and goes, yeah, I didn't like that we had to do it the way we did it either.
Right.
I had a lot of complaints, but it was out of my hands.
That's
Nobody's coming
entirely-
after that guy.
No, nor should they.
No,
nor
I
should they go
agree
after
on
the guy
that.
that's not saying anything.
Yeah, because they're not.
That's the point I'm making. If
Is
you
that
have
we
a-
should go after that guy?
No, that people, if you sit there and don't say anything, even after the fact, if you have a problem with what's going on, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Right. I find that depending on my situation, I could find that an acceptable thing to go with. Right, depending on what it is that I'm going along with. There's degrees to it. Would I be
no, I don't disagree
if
with
I
that.
had a family dependent on my income? Would I be fine with okay? I'll add in they them pronouns. Probably. I got people to feed, but would I add in a pamphlet in every box sold that says, "Hey, you ever think about cutting off your dick?" No, that would be a line for me. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, no, I agree. I might have worded it a little.
Some people
too
are just
harshly.
there to keep their heads down and get a paycheck.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that as long as they do good work.
But here's the problem: they're not.
Well, they might again, and this is where the one place where I agree with him. They might not be allowed to do good work.
Well, that's true.
So long as they don't take to the internet and start attacking the audience, I don't think they have anything to fear from the audience attacking them.
Yeah.
Or they may have
attacking
done
the
great
audience.
work, and it was just to design the blades of grass and have nothing else to do with the game.
I would have an issue if I'm being told, no, your work is too good. Don't do that. Well, I'm going to have an issue with that because going forward, people are going to
be surprised how much that happens in modern games.
Well, the issue though for me would be now if I do try to go get a job somewhere else, they're going to look at what I've done before and it's going to be a lesser quality because of you. You know, that hurts me.
There have been, especially in character design, there have been artists who have come forward and been like, this was my original character design. They told me to change it. Then it was this, and they told me to change it. Then it was this, and they told me to change it. And this is what you guys ended up with. Don't blame me. This one's not on me.
And
this is where we press play.
Her last comment there is absolutely true. Some of these people are so egotistical. They have to make sure people know they worked on something by name.
And after the things they've said on social media, if I see their name on another game, that's enough from me, bro.
Yep,
I immediately will not buy that game.
I agree entirely. Yep. Absolutely.
Great example. The girl from the he/she from Veilguard, Corinne Bush, is now over at Skeleton Key Studios, probably working on Baldur's Gate 4. So won't be Baldur's Gate 4.
Are you talking about Corinne Boucher?
Yeah, Corinne Boucher.
Renee Boucher.
The one we read about.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I guess
to his point.
Oh, I just wasn't happy with my dick, so I decided to go in a different direction.
The dick went one way, I went the other way. We are no longer together. We do not work on projects together anymore. Creative differences in how we should bang dudes.
Mark my words, in the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to start seeing some of these same assholes complaining that they can't get work. And they're going to sit there and wonder why.
I'm okay with them not getting work. They're not qualified to work in
the fries in the bag, jerk off.
So why am I saying you don't get to be cruel because you spent $70?
Because you're an idiot. You are not.
Yeah, because if you were honest, nobody would agree with you.
I think he was going to answer the question.
Oh, I guess it is because if he was honest, nobody would agree with him if he gave out, I don't know, the context and facts of what's happening.
All right, well, let's see what his great answer is then.
Let's walk through it.
Oh boy.
1, you shouldn't be cruel at all. What are you doing?
Why not?
Fucking soft prick.
Can oh my god. Can we get some more clarification on what you mean by these words that you're using?
What if you're a drill instructor at a military boot camp wherein the point of the cruelty is to maximize the stress of the people who are in boot camp so that you can both gauge whether or not they're going to be able to handle a high stress situation like combat and start to break them down of their bad habits so that you can train new habits into them.
Even in that scenario, there are limits to what they can do. So I would say it's not being cruel until they get to the point to where, I don't know, 1 or 2 of them die, right?
Okay, but this guy is specifically talking about verbal. Verbal and text. There aren't really limits to verbal and text in boot camp. They will say some fucked up shit.
Well, I mean, now? Are you kidding me? Well, maybe not now. Pete's there now. But
I don't know.
I know at Fort Sam, they got rid of the drill sergeants almost entirely at the AIT parts because they wanted it more like a college campus.
Oh, boy. Well, back in the day when boot camp was still a real thing then. How about that?
Oh, I saw a motherfucker get choked out.
No, like one of my cousins, he's older than I am. He was in the Marines, He was telling me, he's like, yeah, he's like, I made one really bad mistake within my first week at boot camp. I was like, yeah, what was that? He's like, don't laugh at the drill sergeants. He's like, that will not end well. He's like, for pretty much a week straight, they would wake up 3 a.m, find me sleeping as I was supposed to be, and then get 3 inches from my face and start screaming at me.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I mean, it sounds like they went easy on him.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just one of the things that they did to him. That he was in the Marines.
We gotta move this along.
Yeah.
It's a video game. You don't need to go out of your way to cause harm to other people because of a video game that you don't like.
What do you mean cause harm?
He's coming from the standard leftist soy approach.
From the
that
hate
harm
speech
means
argument.
anything I don't like.
Well, Mama told me that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me.
Well, your mama was a whore.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're a whore.
Just let him go.
This is terrible.
Again, I'm not saying you're not allowed to be angry.
Yes, you are. Shut the fuck up
about it. I'm not saying you don't get to express your dissatisfaction with the content of the game that you're not enjoying. But when you climb into someone's personal social media and start actively attacking that person.
They're the ones that started.
Hold on.
They start attacking people.
Oh my God! Can you believe this guy responded to me on my publicly available social media?
Your
Where I've
personal
been calling
social
everyone
media.
Yahtzees, where I've just called everyone a Yahtzee.
No, regardless of what he used it for, we're talking about public social media. He's not saying he hacked into his private account. You know what I mean?
Oh, are you saying that these developers expressed things publicly and then people responded?
Even if that wasn't the case, even if somebody reached out through their DMs like, yo, your game is shit. Oh, cruel. Even that, though, is not some line that they have crossed. You didn't want that DM? Close your fucking DMs.
Dude, you know how many times I have finished a round in Smite and we didn't do so well, and then someone fucking reaches out to me and tells me to uninstall?
Every game.
Yeah. Or I did do really well and someone on the opposing team reaches out and tells me to uninstall. And by tells me to uninstall, I mean they said some other fucked up shit too.
Uninstall yourself.
They've told me that too. And it's like, you know what? You can block these people. If it's your personal social media, you can block people.
Man, back when I played that shit just nourished me. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
I
you
love
showed
it.
us some of the you showed us some of the messages you got.
Yeah, send me the hate. See, but
I would pull up the numbers at the end and I'd be like, really? Because I'm looking at the numbers and it looks like you're the problem.
oh, I
It's
would
always fun
throw
to engage
daggers
with
at their
those people.
soul.
But I'm saying, like, I never got hurt feelings about it. I never was like, oh, he didn't like me. I was like,
No, because I could separate myself from my like experience
Gamer
or
tag.
my performance in the game, right? If you attack my strategy, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so offended because it's not a personal attack on me. That's cool, dude. You don't like that I'm better than you at this or whatever, or you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, and maybe these developers could use this advice, right? But like, I don't need your fucking validation.
No.
You're not my
Matter of fact,
mom. You're
I
not
don't
my
want it.
family. You're not my kids. You're not my friends. I don't fucking know you. I don't need your validation.
Oh, and by the way, if when people would throw out the fucking generic, I have it in a notebook that I have with all my best mama jokes. Those don't offend me because you're just saying something that you could say to anybody. It has no personal or no direct link to
And
me.
little do
You're
they
not.
know if it's that good, you're gonna steal it from them.
I wouldn't because that shit's cheap. Like, oh yeah, well your mama is so fat she can please pull where the plant is. Okay. What you know what I mean? How is that supposed to be offensive to me? You know what
Also,
I mean? Like
point
that
of
shit.
clarification, chat, that doesn't apply to you. I do need your validation at all times. Please
Oh,
continue to shower me with
absolutely.
praise wherever appropriate. And
Ask any of these guys. I start to lose my shit if I share something with them in one of our DM groups and nobody has responded. I'm like, what did they hate it? These
oh my
motherfuckers, why
God,
aren't they
dude. And if
responding?"
you like look at it at work and you don't respond and you
It's the
put it
worst thing
away,
ever.
and it goes unread, he will fucking scorched earth the entire chat. Like, I know you motherfuckers looked at this. Why didn't anybody give me a like or anything?
Because Slender is as if you're stomping on my soul.
And half the time he's writing that at 3 or 4 in the morning our time.
Yes, and we're all asleep.
Even me.
Turn up your fucking ringers.
Well, the problem is the reason it got viewed in the first place was because I heard my phone go bzz, and looked, and it was like, okay, yeah, I'll talk to. Yep, I'll answer that tomorrow.
Meanwhile, the next 12 hours, I'm just like checking. I made like side convo with somebody like, hey, have people seen this? Like, I've seen that they've seen it. Have they said anything to you about it?
All right. Is this guy going to start making sense?
You celebrate layoffs at a studio because the game that you don't like didn't do that well.
If the people who got laid off suck, then yes.
Yeah, if they were the reason the game wasn't good, and now we have an opportunity to bring people in that, I don't know, could do better. Yeah, a little celebration, sure.
You know, especially if it involves a franchise that I really loved, but they decided to take in a different direction and make for a modern audience. Not me, because I'm not the modern audience, even though I'm the one who pays for the fucking game.
You're crossing a line into being cruel. And fundamentally,
What
you
is that
should
line?
have more grace for other human beings.
Wait, what?
Oh my god, this guy's fucking unbelievable.
Dude, it's easy to talk about grace when you made $350,000 a year.
This is a guy who's never been punched in his face in his life, and it shows. Ever. I think it's safe to say, even as a kid, he didn't get into a fight.
Yeah. Nah, Eric, you're right. I'm just hoping this guy has something useful to say. It doesn't seem like he does, and I've already set up a gaming stream for 10 minutes from now, so I think we might just we'll hold on to that. We might revisit that later, but I think we've covered enough of it. Does anybody have anything to plug?
That guy needs plugging in many ways.
Oh, we had plug. Yeah, man. Chat, like I told y'all earlier, we are keeping track to see who is subscribed to the new channel at Mad's new channel, where you can find us every Tuesday at 8 Central. So yeah, only demons don't subscribe, so just keep that in mind.
I subscribed.
Let's see. This past Tuesday we did Dr. Brinkley. If you want to learn about goats and how they can be useful for ED, check out that. Not ED in goats, ED in humans. So next week, I haven't decided which story. I have a few things that there's one about maybe some ghost. There's another one. Oh, I may do one about Action Park soon.
You should. I could tell you some stories about that place.
Oh wait, never mind. I didn't know it was going to lead to you being involved more.
Considering I was only like an hour away from where I live.
Yeah, that place is crazy. So yeah, I got a few options. Don't forget we do have a mailbag at madcheesemo@gmail. There's also a phone number I don't have.
Yeah, is the phone number still there? I like the phone number. Phone number's good.
Well, if you really watched on Tuesday, you should have wrote it down.
No, I never watch your stuff.
But wow, I would never say such a thing to you.
You would never say that, would you?
No, I'm pretty sure I even hit the bell for you. Anyway, so
where's the link to your new channel?
You'll be unringing that.
Yeah, no, I want to see it. Where's the link in the chat to it? Somebody link.
Here, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you got to put the link in the chat.
Well, I thought I saw mods in there.
Fine.
I can see one called Machismo. There's a Machismo.
Awesome one left a comment saying you're gay.
Right, I finally subscribed. I finally
put the link in there, Mad.
Okay, well, I'm going to do it so they know it's real.
I've subscribed to Mad's new channel.
Did you hit that bell?
Forgive me. I did. I've just hit it right now.
Nice. Make sure you go back and watch everything. I'm going to be tracking.
All notifications, not just personalized, all notifications.
There will be a quiz.
Yeah. Next time we're on a stream together, be ready.
I will say though, the past 2 weeks have been pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought this. Oh, yeah, we had Punk
Dude,
Water.
every episode has been pretty damn good.
Agreed.
I like the one about huge arse. That was a good one.
Wait, hold on. So you've seen it, but you didn't decide to subscribe then?
The story of huge arse. Yes.
You know what? We're gonna have a conversation after this stream. But yeah, no, that's it for me. I think I'm gonna be on with Zax on Saturday, maybe. I don't know. Sunday morning, I have a political show that I do on another channel. Make sure to go to that.
Yes, we will have the bullpen with Mad and Slender filling in this week, along with Carrie Smith.
Ooh, nice.
Fucking Davinia, the Dr. Brinkley stream was goated.
Imp, you got anything?
Other than whatever you and me have cooking up, and then I'll let the other people whose shows I'm going to be on plug their shows.
Okay.
I'll be on
70s?
Matt's channel on Tuesday, since that's the only one that's been.
Well, hopefully I'm going to be in my show on Monday.
Yeah, as far as everything holds up on my end.
That's what she said.
I mean, how old was she?
Tomorrow night.
So anyway, I've got a show on Monday, and it's about the movie Earthquake.
Okay.
It will be a real knee trembler. So
all I know about that movie is it was referenced in the Saved by the Bell episode where Mr. Belding's wife was pregnant, and there was an earthquake.
Well, that's all we're going to talk about. That exact reference.
Exact episode. On board.
That would be good. That would be good. And then obviously tomorrow night, Brahma and I will be doing Bourbon and Boarding, where I'm sure we'll be talking about some obscure competition that happened this week with no apparent outcome.
Anybody else? Anybody else got anything to plug?
No, that's be it.
A Machiavelli production. The stream's now behind, but there's no need to be glum. We'll return with more jests, with humor to come. So click that damn subscribe and let the good vibes thrive. For the next grand stream, we'll surely jive.
Ascend and I, we've charted the street with synapses sparking, hilarity you can't believe.
You've brought your joy, so now you must go. But keep the party in your heart, yo. Keep the giggles, keep the banter, keep the screens delight. Until our next stream, keep the fun in sight. In this virtual voyage where streams do end, remember with Ascend and Art, we'll always fucking ascend. Oops, we forgot about Imp, he's bound to reappear. With chaos in his wake, all we can do is persevere. Are you happy now, Imp?